Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good evening. It's an honour and a fantastic pleasure to be doing another video. It's your guy, DLG REPPIN. Yep, DLG REPPIN. For those of you that want to know what DLG stands for, Delhi, London, Guna. Repping. We know that there's a major coronavirus out there, a major disease that's threatening to kill us all, really. Let's be honest about it. Just keep it real. It is threatening to kill us all. Hence the reason why, if millions of us around the world can just do as we're told, self-isolate, keep in our yards, then we can defeat this disease. This is a disease that can be defeated. It's going to take time. It's going to take a couple of months. It is what it is. You know? Like today. Oh, just a little bit of breaking news. No, I'll say a little bit. Just some breaking news just in. The death toll in the UK is now 578. I believe, yeah. 578? Or is it 478? One of the two. Oh. It says depth of health, 578 UK COVID-19 deaths. Freaking hell, that's nearly 600 people now dead. And a word for my baby sister, Sarah. Shout out to you, Sarah. You're a strong lion. And a very good young lady. A bubbly young lady, yeah? And I'm proud to say that you're my half-sister. So shout out to you, Sarah, yeah? Keep strong. You know exactly what you're going through, but I won't talk too much about it on my recording. So, self-employed will be given £2,500, but it starts in June. What good is it for them in June when they're on their knees right now, thinking about what they're gonna do, what they're gonna do to feed their families? Some of them might have families, some of them, on living on their own. But you know, why around June? It just kind of don't make sense to me. And then you got the ones who are employed that could be paid up to £1,800 a month. It's closer to £2,000, but and then some agency may not get paid. Well, I feel fortunate that I will be paid, not just for tomorrow, but during the course of this madness, this craziness that's hit the world. Otherwise, I think I've said enough about... Hang on, hold on, let me read this. Oh, it just gets worse and worse. It really gets worse and worse. In case you're wondering why I've got this scarf around me, well, it's your choice of having to. Yeah, so just giving you my latest, I'm just giving you the lowdown of the coronavirus and what I've heard and what's been going on and what's been said in the news. So it is what it is. But yeah, shout out to those workers who are at a site in East London using this conference centre as a hospital for 4,000 beds being laid, and the air conditioning, well, not just the air conditioning, but oxygen being built there to help the sick. So shout out to you lot who are doing a magnificent job there. In fact, you're doing an amazing job. So keep the good work going, yeah? And big up your damn selves. So I'm moving on from that to a little bit of football talk. Now, there's been transfer talks. And we have and then you have a worst Arsenal 11 that I can pick. The amount of crap that we've put up with for 15 years, I can pick two strength and depths of 11 Arsenal sides that have been totally crap. But I'm going to go with the one only and my very best of the worst Arsenal 11. Before then, I'm going to talk about Cesc Fabregas. He's come out and stated that only Robin van Persie and Nasri were on his levels, and how hurt he was going home on the coach after another defeat on the football field, stating that other players will talk about where they're going, what they're going to be dressed up as, and how much they had to drink, how much they're going to have to drink. That might have been, a lot of things that was said from Cesc Fabregas. But Mr. Francesc Sola Fabregas, you now say this now, but you didn't say this at the time that you left Arsenal in 2011, in the summer of 2011. I think it was the summer of 2011, July. So why bring this up 9 years later? What was going through your mind? You now bring this up now, but you should have brought this up. You could have brought this up back then, and then it would all be forgotten about. I mean, you brought this up at a time of a world crisis. Was it really necessary? It could not have made no sense whatsoever. I mean, I loved and rated you as a footballer, as an Arsenal midfielder. In fact, as a professional footballer, you were world class in what you did. Okay, you went to Barcelona. It didn't plan out as well as you had wanted it to, but there you go. You went there knowing that you had two midfielders that were better than you and always going to be ahead of you in the names of Andres Iniesta and Xavi Hernandez. And they had a defensive midfielder called Busquets, but that was not your concern. Your concern was to get into the first team and to convince the coach or the coaches that you were competent of playing for Barcelona week in, week out. And then you go from Barca to Chelsea. And I know that we had first option and first say in whether we can buy you or not, but that bumbling idiot called Wenger had other ideas, and I didn't agree with it. At the time, I thought we could have done with you. We needed you, and we missed out. And we saw you in that game against Chelsea. We lost 2-0 to Chelsea, and we saw you produce a magnificent pass for Diego Costa to get the killer goal, the killer second goal, should I say, in a match that we were poor and we should have had 3 players sent off. But that's another story. We've been linked with an attacking midfielder in the name of Sola. Now, I think I've watched him once or twice, and he's someone that we could do with. Maybe he's someone that we could do with to replace Ramsey. Would he be a successor to Ramsey if we were to sign him? I don't know too much about him. He looks pretty tall. He looks like a guy who's got an eye for goal, and he likes to attack. But I need to do my research on him before I can pass any amount of judgment. The other player that we've been heavily linked with from around over a year ago is Upamecano. Now, if he decides not to come to us, I would only assume it's because he wants Champions League football. He wants assurance that the team that he plays for will compete and challenge for league titles. And at this current moment of time, whenever the season does resume, we're not that club at the moment we're not that club or that football team, should I say, to compete for titles. And I will understand if he says no, then we have to look to other options. We've got Jonathan Tah available. You got Nathan Ake, Lewis Dunk. So, these are not the, these are scenarios, There are other alternatives out there, So it's not the end of the world. But don't get me wrong. If we were to sign up on Marcano, I'll be doing the Cande all over my local road called Westmoreland Road. Shout out to Westmoreland Road, yeah? Yeah, I'll be doing the Cande. That'll be fun. But, yeah, I can't really talk much about the footballing situations. Oh, another one to talk about that's just spring to my mind. Now, Arsenal, Manchester United, and I think Chelsea are amongst the 8 to 9 clubs that are protesting against Manchester City's Champions League 2-year ban. As it stands, they are banned for 2 years. But Man United, Arsenal, and I think Chelsea, amongst 4 or 5 other clubs, no, should I say 4, or amongst 5 or 6 other clubs, they want Man City banned. That's the other 9. That's half of the other 19 Premier League clubs. Now, if they put in a strong protest and come up with a grievance against Manchester City, then there's every chance that the ban will stand. Man City did break the rules, Jesus seems to be a signing that came out of nowhere in some senses. So if that's what if that's how Man City have been operating, then for me, their ban should stand. If the authorities have found evidence against them, then they've got no arguments. Man City will want to appeal the 2-year ban and make it a 1 year, but the other half of the 19 Premier League clubs have other ideas, and you can't blame them, And in case the football season doesn't go ahead and it comes to a void, then it's likely to be devastation for Liverpool. I personally feel that they should be given a title, but I know deep down the reality is it won't go that way, because you're going to have 19 Premier League clubs bitching and kicking up a fuss. All right, excuse my language at this time. They'll be kicking up a fuss, and my word, we will not hear the end of this. Nowhere near the end of this. And that's a conclusion. I mean, yeah, if you want to pick up, if you've picked up what I've been talking about and what I've been discussing, then yeah, leave your comments below about the self-employment and the employed and how much they're going to be paid. I mean, yeah, leave your comments below. Please subscribe abundantly. I'm looking for subscribers, I don't want to do this just for the oat of money. I want to do this for the love. Yeah, I want to do this for the passion of creating my football fan channel on YouTube. And this is my livelihood. Yes, I'm doing it by my phone, but I'll get other equipments in the good of Nick. And by you subscribing, yes, that finances would be nice for me, but it would be nice to have something to use. It would be nice to have something coming out of this financially, and now I can use it to buy other equipment, and I can upgrade, so make my channel look presentable as it is. So other than that, yeah, thank you for listening. For those that you were listening, thanking you for tuning in, and I'll be back for sure with another video. Hopefully, positive updates on the coronavirus. All fingers crossed here. So other than that, yeah, hit subscribe. Make sure you smash the thumbs up like button, and do leave your comments below, yeah? Thanks for listening. Peace and bless. DLG REPPIN.